Okay, today I'm going to show you how I built this brick cottage in Minecraft. But before we get into the tutorial, please like, subscribe, and tell me what else you want to see. Okay, so I'm starting and I already have the area marked out, but this time I have a few more colors than just the normal yellow and orange terracotta. I'm going to be going around clockwise, giving you the measurements for the yellow terracotta. So it starts at 6 across, 6 back, 9, 5, 4, 6, 5, 6, 4. Then we have this section of red that's 4, 5, and 4. Back to the yellow terracotta, we have 3, 5, then we have those 3 blocks off to the side. Then we have 6 and 6. I'm starting by placing 3 block tall stripped dark oak pillars on all of the orange terracotta. So every single place where there's orange terracotta, I'm placing 3 stripped dark oak blocks. Then once I have that, on all of the yellow terracotta, I'm placing 3 block tall cobbled deep slate, except for at the front. I'll show you what you do at the front. I'm just gonna take this front corner and I'm going to shave that down a little bit because we only actually need that to be 2 blocks tall, that whole front section. Okay, once I have that, I'm taking that like front part of the house. I'm actually gonna do it first. I think it'll be the easiest if we just get it out of the way. I'm starting around that whole front section. On the second dark oak block, I'm putting more stripped dark oak, just connecting all those pillars in the front. Then I'm raising those dark oak pillars up to 6 blocks tall. Then 1 block behind that, I'm adding the bricks, and I'm just doing all the way around the outside, and I'm leaving a spot for a 1x2 window and just a 1 block window. Then I'm doing the sides, and the sides are actually, instead of being 1 block behind the dark oak like the front side, they're actually going to be in line with the dark oak. So I'm just putting a bunch of bricks around, leaving a 2x2 brick window, and same on this other side. But instead of leaving a 2x2 brick window, I'm leaving a 2x3 because that's going to be our door. Then I'm just finishing up this porch, adding some more deep slate and something to put our doors on. Okay, and then once I have all of that, I'm just adding the roof. The roof is super simple. I'm starting with dark oak, and I'm just placing a upside down stair, and then I'll place a right side up stair on the outside of it, and then the pattern is just plank, right side up stair, upside down stair, plank, right side up stair, and then just planks to fill in the middle. Then you do the same thing on the other side, and we're also adding a slab on the top. Then we're just putting trapdoors all where the planks are. Then instead of continuing the roof in dark oak, we're gonna do the rest of the roof in spruce, but it's just the exact same pattern. And once you have that whole like front part is done. We're gonna just leave that for now, and we're gonna move on to the side. We're gonna start by putting dark oak stairs on the top dark oak block of each of these pillars. So they all face out away from the build, except for the dark oak pillars in the corners. We're just gonna leave those empty. Once you have that, we're just gonna put a bunch of dark oak all across so it looks like the stairs are holding that up. And then on this corner, we're gonna make sure we're gonna place a block on the stair so that we can make sure all of these dark oak blocks are facing the right way, and then we're just gonna break that. And that's gonna be 4 blocks tall, and then we're gonna put another dark oak beam across the top, exactly how we did the bottom, and we're just gonna break that roof if it intersects. And then once you have that, we're just gonna put 2 more beams right on top of those dark oak stairs. Now we're gonna take some trapdoors, and we're actually gonna fill in that gap at the top in between those dark oak pillars. And we're gonna put fences around the entire bottom of the build. Everywhere, like between those dark oak pillars, just put spruce fences. We're just putting that everywhere. So on this side, we're just gonna do the same thing where we do the dark oak all the way across the bottom. Then we're gonna put the block on the stair so that we can make sure they all face the right direction. Do the pillar along the top. In the middle, we're just gonna put that pillar. But this corner is like, it's a bit weird, but it's not too bad. It's basically the same thing. We're just gonna go across the bottom, and then in that corner, we're gonna put a dark oak pillar. Once you have that, we're just gonna go around and put spruce trapdoors in between all of these dark oak pillars around the entire build, just like I did the spruce fences. Okay, once I have all that, I'm gonna fill in behind these dark oak blocks with bricks. And so I'm just putting that all where you can see. Then I'm putting spruce fences along the bottom of all this, and that's like literally the basic pattern for how the entire house is gonna go. So we're gonna do that exact same thing that we did over there right here. Dark oak along the bottom, dark oak along the top, dark oak in the corners. Making sure when we place it in the corners that we're placing it from the bottom so that they all face the right direction. And remember, in these corners, we're gonna put the dark oak on the corners and on top of those dark oak stairs. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the dark oak around the entire build because it is like literally the exact same. And once you figure out the pattern, it's really easy just to replicate it. The only place where I'm not gonna put the dark oak is I'm not gonna worry too much about over this red terracotta because that's gonna be covered by a fireplace, so we don't have to worry about that too much. And the right side, because this right side is actually gonna have a balcony, so it's not gonna be the exact same as all the other ones. So I'm just placing 2 dark oak on each of those sides, and then 3 across the front, then just 2 in those corners to place the fence. fences on, and it's done. It's not so hard. It looks kind of complicated because all the dark oak's going every which way, but it's really not that hard. Then for this front side, we're just following the exact same pattern we did for the other side. The only difference is we're gonna take this dark oak pillar and kind of cut it off almost, because we're gonna add a little window in by the door. But other than that, everything else is the exact same. Once I have that, I'm just gonna finish up the brick. Once I have that, I'm just gonna finish up all the brick, and it's literally just in front of all of those. It's literally just behind all of those dark oak pillars. Our balcony's we're just gonna make it out of cobbled deep slate. So I'm just filling that in. Okay, once we fill that in, we're just gonna do the exact same thing we did for that other side and put spruce stairs in all of these little corners along the bottom. Then once we have that, we're gonna move to this balcony side because it's the only side that's like different. All the other sides is kind of like the same thing. This one's the only different one, so we're gonna do it first so we can get it out of the way. So I'm just gonna put spruce stairs around the entire edge of the balcony on all of those dark oak blocks. Then I'm gonna put bricks like 2 blocks deep, leaving a 3x3 hole for our door. And then I'm just filling this in. So like 6 blocks tall, 2 blocks thick on each side. Then we're just putting 2 across the middle so we can have our door. And then we're gonna leave a 2x3 window so that we can make that a circle window like you've seen on this channel a bazillion times with the stairs. So we're gonna use our stairs to round out our door, and we're gonna use our stairs to round out our window. And then once you have that, just to finish this off, we're gonna add 2 more spruce fences to kind of hold up this railing, and it's going to be 1 dark oak block on each of those, then slabs below it, and so it makes an arch over the door. Once you have that, it's very close to being done. We're just going to add a dark oak block on all of these corners, and we're going to go ahead and add that to the other corners too, because they also go there. Once you have this, all you have to add is the roof, and we're going to do the same thing we did for the first roof, where we're going to start with dark oak. So we're doing upside down dark oak, right side up dark oak, and then on top of that upside down dark oak, we're putting a plank, right side up stair, upside down stair, and then a plank, and then right side up stair, upside down stair, and then this is where it gets a little bit different. We're going to make it more of a bell shape as opposed to a triangle. So we're going to add a slab, then just 3 planks across. Then you just do the exact same thing on the other side. I always start with the upside down stair just so I can attach it to the build. Once you have that, then we just add the trap doors. Very easy. We add it to all of the planks on the outside and the inside, and then on the top we add it to the center, and on the bottom, like underneath, we're gonna add it to each side. And then once you have that, we're gonna do the same thing we did with the spruce, where we just copy that exact pattern and then build the roof with spruce, not forgetting to do the inside. You gotta remember that. Now we can move on to the back wall, and it's very similar to the one we just did. It's like almost the exact same thing, it's just without the doorway. What we're doing is we're just building this up, and we're gonna build it up 2 blocks tall all the way across, and then on the outside too, we're gonna build that up 3 blocks tall, creating the 2x3 window. That's where our stairs are gonna go to make our circle window. And then once you have that, we're gonna put spruce fences along the bottom. Then once you have this, you literally just build the roof, the exact same roof we just did for that other side, starting with dark oak on the outside and then spruce. We're gonna copy that exact same thing we did on this left side, literally the exact same thing, nothing is different. And then once I have this, I'm just gonna connect the roof. So I'm starting in this like back left corner, I'm gonna connect it up. Then once I have that, I'm just gonna move on and connect this left side to the front. I'm just gonna have it go all the way across so we can basically finish out all of this roof. I'm gonna leave the section in the back right over that red terracotta just open for now, but I'm gonna finish like all of the roof and connect it up. Once I have that, except for that back right corner, I'm gonna add these 2 little windows in the front. So I'm starting 3 blocks away from the outside edge. I'm placing a dark oak stair just to mark it out. Then I'm breaking 5 blocks next to that, fill that in with bricks, and add another dark oak stair. Then I'm just putting on the 2nd and 4th brick blocks for that 5, 1 block from the end on each side, I'm placing another brick block, and then I'm doing a little window right there. Then I'm just breaking the stairs right there, and I'm putting the slabs for the roof. Then I'm doing dark oak edges, upside down stair, right side up stair, plank, right side up stair, upside down stair, and then slabs. Very similar to what we did for the roof. So it also has this bell shape. Then we're just putting an extra slab on the top, and then we're connecting this roof up. And how we're doing this corner, and how we do the corners on every section of the roof, is instead of, because you can't put 2 trapdoors occupying the same block, obviously. So what we do is we're gonna break, you can choose whichever one to break, whichever roof side, it doesn't matter. You're gonna break that spruce block, and you're gonna place the trapdoor in that block. Then we're just gonna put the stair over it, and it looks almost the same. If you're really looking, you can tell it's different, but it's really not enough to make it look any worse. And from far away, you literally can't even tell. Then once you have that, we're adding the trapdoors, and we're adding those to the outside and the inside, and we're gonna put another one in the center. And then once you have that on that side, we're gonna do literally the exact same thing on the other side. We're gonna move on to the chimney. And to do that, we're gonna put the bricks right on top of this red terracotta. and I'm gonna put that 3 blocks tall around the entire thing. Then on the right side, I'm gonna put 2 right side up stairs facing like the corner. Then I'm gonna put 2 bricks, one on top of each other, then another brick and stairs. Then I'm just filling in those sides, making sure to break this dark oak because you don't need that. Don't forget to fill that corner in. And then once you have that, we're gonna continue the chimney all the way up in this like ring of 3x3 because this is our like chimney, and we're gonna take that all the way up in line with the top of our roof. Then once you have it in line with the top of your roof, I'm gonna put stairs facing away all around the outside, and then some spruce trapdoors for the very top. Then once I have that, I'm just putting a campfire on the inside. Then I'm just filling in this roof literally the exact same way we did all of the other roofs, and the build is like almost done. We just have a couple more finishing touches. We're just putting 3 stairs along there and then the other stairs to bring it up to the porch. Then I'm using dark oak hanging signs as a railing. Then I'm just adding some grass blocks and trapdoors to make a little garden, and I'm breaking out and making a little window right there. And once you have that, I'm adding 2 upside down stairs on top of the doors and adding the doors from the inside. And then once that's done, we're adding 1 more little flower box with some grass blocks. Then I'm just putting some dark oak stairs upside down underneath it. Then I'm putting spruce trapdoors all the way around. And then to fill these gardens, I'm just using white tulips just because they're around this build anyways. You can really use whatever flowers you want. And then once I have all of that, all I'm gonna do is fill in all the glass. And then once you have that done, I'm just adding a little swing out front of mine. You can see how to build this in my shorts video. And once I have that, it's all done. Thank you so much for watching this video. I had a lot of fun building this brick cottage. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me what you think about this build in the comments down below. And you can also let me know what else you want to see.